conquering athletes don't have. What are your thoughts on this?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A very good question. There are two ways. I was lucky to be a journalist because I lived in Australia at the time and witnessed the 2000 Olympics. And I saw our athletes and some of the struggles they went through. And I love sports, so I've been able to see some of these things. And one of the programs that I have in place is to set up our protocol officers, not only for athletes, but even to Kenyans. Kenyans have been complaining that when they go to embassies, they're not treated well. They're not treated with respect when they live in the diaspora. And I want to ensure that when you go to an embassy, to a high commission as a Kenyan, you are treated with the respect and dignity that you deserve as a Kenyan, and you can come out saying, yes, my country really loves me. So I'm going to institute a program to take care of athletes and even top business people when they go to these countries, because they are also income earners. They are bringing foreign exchange to our country. It is also a shame that even some of our soccer players, we've seen them in the past sleeping in airports because there was no proper protocol or there's no money. And so I'll be coming back to Parliament and requesting for funds so that we can always have an emergency kitty in our high commissions and embassies, so we can be able to fly and take care of our soccer players. If there's a player or athletes that has fallen in the wayside, to remove that shame and give them the recognition that they deserve. We also, one of my plans that I put through as Kenya Kwanza plan is also to have a program for our athletes on how to invest and save their money, so that as they make their money, they are not just spending their money. Part of their money is going into saving, because you cannot run forever. After a while, somebody else will be able to run faster than you. A better soccer player will play better than you, so that you have something left, so that you can be able to invest, get into business or get into work, so that you don't die poor. Then it becomes a shame that you represented this country, but you're dying poor. So we can be able to set up that in collaboration with the Ministry in charge of sports. And lastly is we need to have galas and recognition when they come back and treat them well. When it comes to issues of diplomatic passports, I totally agree with you. And I'll be, if I'm nominated, if I'm approved and sworn in, I'll be taking to Cabinet a memo to discuss on who should and who should not have diplomatic passport. With the introduction of the service passport, we need to come up with a clear criteria. In my mind, for example, I think that members of parliament who are our top diplomats, because they understand the problems on the ground, they should be able to be facilitated to go overseas with the right documentation to be able to work, not just people who are connected to have diplomatic passports. But also we need to leave to save the sanctity of the diplomatic passport, because if a diplomatic passport is given to everybody around, it lowers the ranking of our passport, which means that our Kenyans who are down there, Mama Bogas, now have to line up for more visas. So it's a balancing act. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Mutua. Now we're coming to an end of your hearings. I give you 3 minutes to tell us your wish.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank the committee, and I want to thank the members for the very, very insightful questions that they have been able to ask me, and I hope I've been able to answer them. And I humbly request you to approve my nomination so that I can be given an opportunity to serve this country in a way that I know will transform this country. I want to be able to work clearly to make sure that Kenya is known to be a country that wants to trade, not aid. We don't want to go and beg and get aid. Yes, aid and support, but we want to trade. Kenyans do not want a hand down. Kenyans want a hand up. Kenyans want to be given opportunities, and that is where I'm coming in. In terms of diaspora, I'm going to fight for the rights of diaspora. Having been in the diaspora myself, understand the pains, I'll be able to work on those things. Marketing Kenya is very important. Kenya needs to be also a conference place where conferences can come to this country and we make a lot of money. It's a low-hanging fruit, so we're going to support that a lot. Even as we champion climate change, because as you know, in this country, how the weather is, we have to fight for climate change, matters of environment and others. And I'll work with everybody to ensure that the Kenya Kwanza government under President Ruto succeeds, because we are working as a team to ensure our country grows. Mr. Chairman, I want to assure you that Mbele Iko Sawa.
Thank you.